The guard for the Brooklyn Nets has some interesting beliefs.
The ball on a string and then Patty Mills.
Including that the world is flat and that the last health crisis vaccine is dangerous. Nonetheless, what he said has the potential to be his most startling claim so far. Irving posted a video of Alex Jones screaming about a tyrannical gang from 2002 on his Instagram account. Corrupt administrations have existed at all points in time. They are manipulative. True underground communities do exist, and there have been oligarchies at different moments throughout history. According to the Daily Beast's video narration, Jones can be heard stating, "There is a tyrannical organization calling itself the New World Order. We are almost forced to participate in their system, which involves spreading diseases, viruses, and other pests." Irving has been forthright about his conspiracy theory ideas. However, uploading a video from a guy who propagated enormous disinformation on various issues and is now on trial after being sued by the parents of the Sandy Hook massacre victims in 2012 is quite different. Jones shouted from the rooftops that the 26-person Sandy Hook tragedy, 20 of them were children, was a government hoax designed to incite panic so that weapons could be confiscated. By highlighting interesting folks like these, Irving is reaching out to his 17.2 million social media followers. While it is certainly Irving's right to share whatever he or she pleases on their personal social media accounts, this may be the most erratic thing he has ever shared. Will this finally be the straw that breaks the camel's back? According to comments attributed to Julius Irving and reported by TMZ Sports, NBA teams will give Irving another chance after this latest incident. It's a greedy business with greedy owners. Regardless of how toxic he is, he'll end up in the league playing for someone. Many members of the association, however, would disagree, arguing that he is too controversial to be included at this time because he tweeted a link to an anti-Semitic video and refused to apologize for it for several days. NBA legend Irving, on the other hand, disagrees. According to him, if he stays young enough to shoot those baskets, does what he does, and is Kyrie Irving, he will never be without a team. Despite this, after the controversy, the Brooklyn Nets have suspended Kyrie Irving for at least 5 games, and the team has not announced whether or not he will play again this season. Irving thinks that if the Nets let him go, his career would continue elsewhere, and there is no guarantee he will be back with the team after the suspension. Following the dust settling, the former 76ers star offered Irving some wisdom. He said, "It's been a lifelong goal of mine to play in the NBA. I wouldn't mind if he used my name if he showed even a little respect for it." After defending his tweeting a link of an anti-Semitic documentary, the basketball player was fined $5,000 and banned for 5 games. And it took him a while, but he eventually tried to stop the snowball effect he created with that tweet. Several days later, Irving apologized after being banned for the rest of the season for making anti-Semitic comments. In an Instagram post, Irving expressed remorse for the hurt and misery he had caused. He said, "I'm becoming smarter from this horrible experience." The 7-time NBA All-Star was criticized last week after tweeting a link to a 2018 video widely condemned for its virulent anti-Semitism. Nets owner Joe Tsai and the NBA were enraged. After receiving backlash from the Jewish community, Irving and the Nets said in a statement on Wednesday that he had to remove the post. How old is Irving? 30. As part of their efforts to eradicate intolerance and discrimination across the globe, the club and Irving have each contributed $500,000. One organization fighting anti-Semitism and other types of bigotry is the Anti-Defamation League. In a press conference on Thursday, Irving was asked about his anti-Semitic sentiments and did not give a public criticism of the film or its content. Instead, he gave this to the press, quote, "Everyone I've met is worthy of my undying admiration. If you want safety, you may trust that you will find it in my arms. People who frequent my hangout know where I usually am." Irving, asked whether he was anti-Semitic, said, "I can't be anti-Semitic if I know where I came from." It didn't take long for the team to publish a statement expressing dismay and denouncing Irving's actions. "The things you've mentioned are detrimental to the team, direct opposition to our company's core principles, and are very disturbing. Because of this, we do not believe he is a good fit for the Brooklyn Nets right now." In addition to sitting out at least 5 games, he would also have to undergo remedial therapy. But nobody knows exactly what that means, and they never clarified. A few days ago, Irving released a statement in which he apologized for his emotional reaction to being wrongly dubbed anti-Semitic, rather than concentrating on the healing process of my Jewish brothers and sisters who were affected by the ugly words displayed in the documentary. He emphasized that denying any Jewish cultural legacy relating to the Holocaust was not in his plans. In light of how clear it is that Kyrie feels no guilt for his wrongdoing, the Anti-Defamation League has concluded that they cannot in good faith accept Irving's apology. On the internet, some allies came to Irving's aid in a big way, including artist Kanye West, who was banned from Twitter for his own anti-Semitic statements, but has since been restored. It is not the first time he's tried to stir up trouble. He only got to play in 28 of the Nets' 82 regular season games that year because he refused to acquire the last health crisis immunization. The Los Angeles Times reports that several members of the Los Angeles Lakers suspect that LeBron James is trying to facilitate a trade for Kyrie Irving by calling the Nets' punishment excessive. Kyrie Irving and the Los Angeles Lakers might reach their full potential this season. ESPN's Zach Lowe reported on the most recent edition of his eponymous podcast, The Lowe Post, that many Lakers think LeBron was pressuring the team to begin its pursuit of Irving. I need help understanding what LeBron is trying to imply. He was at a loss for words and wanted to express himself in that manner. Many NBA fans, including those who root for the Lakers, believed LeBron when he said he was interested in a trade for Kyrie Irving. LeBron may be thinking we can get him cheaper after the sanctions for the Lakers. If you guys want to consider it, I'm not going to stand in your way. This was said by LeBron James only hours before a story said he and his agency had strongly suggested the Lakers make adjustments. Irving is no longer seen as just a basketball player, and rightfully so. If you're a Lakers fan, hoping the Nets would trade for a guy who was suspended for posting a link to an anti-Semitic film, you may want to adjust your expectations. Honestly, that is the general agreement right now. Since many of us came to the same conclusion about Kyrie Irving and the Lakers this summer, ignoring the other problems for the time being enables us to concentrate on that. Sports teams aren't exactly models of morality, but I'm not ready to advocate for such a shift just yet. The Lakers have, like every other club, wasted a lot of resources on a few mediocre players throughout the years. They would still accept such a deal if the price was good. Despite what LeBron stated, the team was reportedly hesitant to sign Irving to a long-term deal this summer before this incident. So let's be honest and say they already had some reservations about him before this. This report, for example, demonstrates that only some of the team were as clueless about what happened yesterday as the rest of us. Kyrie Irving is the most talked about prospective acquisition, but it remains to be seen whether James's apparent backing for Irving will lead to something significant. According to head coach Jacques Vaughn, Kyrie Irving will not play for the Brooklyn Nets for a while. We still need to find out when he'll be able to play again after being suspended by the club. When asked about potential schedule changes, Vaughn said, "I have no news." On Saturday, the 13th, the Nets won 110-95 over the Clippers, making it the 6th game Irving has missed due to his ban. The Brooklyn Nets owners, Joe and Clara Tsai, met with Irving a few weeks ago, as shown by a tweet they sent out. Tsai emphasized that Kyrie does not have anti-Semitic feelings. The Nets have asked that Irving speak with Jewish community leaders before he can return to the squad. In a letter to its members, the NBA Players Association also voiced hope that the Irving issue would be handled soon. The union appreciates that the players have kept their cool and made thoughtful remarks about Irving over the last 2 weeks. The union said, "We have made it clear from the beginning, and we will continue to do so whenever we can, that Kyrie and the Players Association strongly oppose anti-Semitism and all other forms of discrimination." In the remainder of the statement, the team said, "We continue to make sure that Kyrie's rights and the rights of all future players have been upheld at every point, and we look forward quickly to a settlement of all concerns suitable for all parties. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said he would determine when Irving might return to action after serving his suspension in consultation with the Nets and the league. The general manager of the Brooklyn Nets, Sean Marks, said that Kyrie Irving can't come back to the team until certain corrective procedures and measures are taken. Tsai was criticized for waiting too long to suspend Irving, despite reports that his primary intention was to use the incident as a learning opportunity for the star point guard. Tsai had to use force to get a response out of the Nets, but his preparations for Irving's return indicate that he views this as a teaching moment rather than a punishment. Will Irving come back, or is this the end of the road? Tell us in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe with the bell notification for more videos just like this.